Guy, why you happy now? What happened?
I have to be happy now. We still rule London. We still rule London.
So you are happy because when it comes to European glory, Arsenal
Yeah,
will
they
not talk.
should. They can't just get to the final. They have to come again, right? Look, Champions League final is for the experienced. Ateta, you still have a lot. You said the elite.
It's a
Yes, you still have a lot to learn. Look at what they did. They scored. Look at Arsenal's score and PSG score. They are packed. I don't see a reason why Arsenal should bottle in. You scored first. Play your game. You can't play defensive with PSG in the final. It's a Champions League final.
Azan, I knew you wanted Arsenal to win that game. But what do you think about that game? I mean,
for Champions League finals, I believe the game was 1-1. It was a good game. But I believe that Mikel Arteta and Arsenal, they wins with the odds. Because the odds favor us, PSG, to win the Champions League. And Arsenal win with it because after Arsenal got the first goal, they did not attack. I did not understand what kind of football they were playing. They didn't pack the balls. Like, we all understand, if you want to defend your lead, it's a different ball game. But they weren't doing anything. I just felt like Arsenal got to comfortable and PSG has to respond the way they know how to do best.
yeah, I agree with you that they did not. So they pack the balls, the Mourinho style of pack the ball. That's not what they do. But that's what Arsenal have been doing for this season. They score and they control the game. I mean, it's a controlling mechanism that Arsenal are using. And I know Wale was saying at the beginning of the game that PSG, they're going to score, that Arsenal cannot.
Oh, yeah.
So why do you have that? You are so sure that PSG will score in this game?
The reason why I said, the kind of game that PSG played. And again, looking at Arsenal, I was telling you last week, right, that in the last 4 games, even towards the end of the league, the Premier League, Arsenal has been struggling. Not being that Arsenal that we know, the flair, And again, so coming into the final, you scored. I don't see a reason, but PSG, they just know that they were playing their game. That's PSG. They'll always attack and attack and attack, and there's a limit at which you can defend. This is the final. This is the UEFA Champions League final. It has to be fluid.
So that's what that. So in this game, I think there was a point in this game where Arteta was very rational in terms of his substitution.
Yeah.
Why on earth, in a game that you're trying to control, you are not taking Odegaard out? That's the guy that control all the little touches for you on the pitch. So what is the? I don't know what he's thinking in that. But do you think that substitution makes sense?
No, I would disagree to that substitution. I think that the substitution was a wrong substitution in my own opinion. But I'll give it to Mikel Arteta. That was a manager in the Premier League with just a pundit or just a soccer analyst. But if you want to win a game, then you have to. I know in soccer, the best form of defense is for you to attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
You cannot take the player out of in the caliber of Odegaard and who you're bringing in. Gyökeres, Martinelli. He didn't do too much in the game.
He didn't do nothing.
He didn't do too much. But I felt like the game was won when PSG was able to impose their own game on Arsenal. And give it to Arsenal and PSG, they play similar football. They like to hold the ball. They like to dominate the ball. But guess what? Who dominated the ball today? It was PSG. Who got the result today was PSG because Arsenal sat back and allowed PSG to dictate the game.
In a nutshell, you're saying that today football won.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, football won. If you're not gonna play the way the way we know you play, and this is Champions League finals. To me, I know we got the World Cup and all of this football tournament, but to me personally, as a soccer fan, I believe the UEFA Champions League is the biggest soccer tournament in the world.
And look at it. PSG played through pain.
Hakimi,
Dembele. What's the guy's name? Yes, they played through pain, and they took them out. They took them out, and Arsenal was still defending.
So that was the thing I was going to touch base on that. I was going to touch base on that. So at the point, PSG took out Dembele and Kvaratskhelia. That's the 2 dangerous players on the pitch. I knew Arsenal took out Bukayo Saka as well. But even with the substitution that PSG made, they still impose themselves on the game.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
what does this says about Arteta? I mean, I don't know. I don't have any opinion on the way he wants to play his football, but I believe that the moment those two players were substituted by PSG, Arsenal should be all over them.
Yes.
But it was still PSG
Yeah.
that played the game all through. What is your opinion? What's your
I
impression
think
of that?
You know, the game today, the way Arsenal played today was just Arteta's game plan. That was the game plan. And if you look at Martinelli, when Martinelli came in, he wasn't doing anything attacking. He was also defending.
Okay.
Look at Saka. Saka was also
spend more
defending.
time defending. I
He
agree.
was the only time I think he didn't support the
Mosquera.
fullback Mosquera was when they considered the penalty. So that was the game plan. You know, you have to be defend, be conservative, right, and don't attack too much. But you can't do that against PSG. These guys will hurt you. They will create chances. They will hurt. And you know, Arsenal, they say, hey, we're the best defensive team in the league. But you're playing against one of the best attacking team in the league in Europe.
Yeah.
Right? So I think football won tonight. This
So,
afternoon, yeah.
at the end of the day, thank you guys for showing up. Arsenal want to ram their way into winning the Champions League,
Oh no.
but at the end of the day,
Wait, it's
Stop it. Arteta cannot rule Premiership with this kind of
so
game.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you are not bad people.
I mean,
Well,
Arsenal
you are not
cannot
bad
dominate
people.
Premier League.
But I
in
just
this
want
kind
you
of
people
game.
to calm down.
Calm down.
There has to be peace in the world. Now there is peace. And I ain't it ballet.
No icing on the cake.
But
when they on a straight
on a
line,
closing note,
when they are saying
shout out to Arsenal and Mikel Arteta and all the Arsenal fans. You guys did very well. You guys had an amazing season.
Arteta need to improve. Honestly,
Yeah.
he
No,
cannot dominate Premiership.
everybody- every
It's not about
English
it's a
team
good
deliver
coach.
their
Good
polling
coach.
A
units.
Premier
in
League
Europe.
manager who wants the
Except
league. Arteta is a good coach.
We-
He's
we-
a good coach.
Yeah,
We
he's a
should
good
we,
coach.
we should we should go beyond our sentiment. Arsenal, they've had an amazing season.
amazing season, yeah.
They won the
season.
Premier League. They got to the UEFA Champions League finals.
Yeah,
They did better than what they did last season. They lost in the semi-finals last season. So you don't know what they're gonna do next season. But shout out to Arsenal,
They will not do
all the
anything.
Arsenal
They will not
fans.
do
At least.
I want
Yeah.
Man U to win next season, but
No
Next
noise.
season.
No noise in the
we
world.
got to
Yes.
prove it.
Next season,
Arsenal,
Arsenal-
they've done it. You lost. It's good for humanity,
United is
honestly.
coming next
But I
season.
don't like. My
United
twin
is
brother and
coming.
everybody,
You
I
see
know
the
you guys
best
love
of
Arsenal.
Carry.
I wanted you guys
Carry
to win,
football.
but
all right,
See the
guys.
best
it's
of
good
Carry.
for soccer.
Thank you very much, everyone.